we are plugging right along with some of our more situational play calls. And you'll notice that most of our situational play call formations are within the 21 personnel. Okay. Just simply for the reason that our ace personnel has some really strong formations like single back ace slot, and then the gun wing flex offset. Sorry, tough to enunciate. The full house is not something that I typically use a ton, but it does have its uses. The formation itself, I do want to talk about it quickly because it's pretty unique in that there's three backs in the backfield. And what's great about having those guys back there is if you block, say you're getting heavily blitzed, if you block both 84 and 87 in the two flanker back positions, they will cut block the guys that are blitzing you. So we can use this as a good pass protection type of set, good shot play type of set. And then we can motion the halfback to either side of the field as we see fit. Now, there's not a whole lot of plays that I really love in this formation this year. It used to be great last year because wheel routes beat man coverage, and you could wheel route either guy, anybody in the backfield, and then motion them out, and they would they would just torch their guy if they had decent enough speed. That's just not the case this year. So this formation is a lot more limited. The one play that I really do still enjoy using is going to be the wide receiver double shake, and I'll show you why here in a second. I like using this against man coverage. Big surprise. It's the meta this year, so you have to have a lot of different man beaters, and it's nice to have them from different looks. Now, what I do against man coverage in this set, I get rid of this wheel route. This is 21 personnel, so this will typically end up being your fullbacks. So unless you have a fullback with really good route running, then I would say no. Maybe you just want to max protect too, and then put the put the halfback on that angle route. You can motion him to either side of the field. I would recommend you don't motion it to the right because it's going to interfere with our shake route, or you can just leave him right here. Totally up to you. The way you read this play, and I'm just going to pretend like people are getting aggressive with their safeties because that's typically what they do. They'll do something like that. The way you're going to read this play is if B gets pressed, that means they're not shading underneath. That means you have the opportunity to throw a deep pass to your deep threat, which is going to be Mike Evans. He's on that fade. Then the next read, if there is a press, your next read after the fade, if he gets locked up or there's safety help over the top, is going to be your halfback. Last read, obviously, going to be B because it's the last receiver on the field. If there's nothing there, you can either choose to sprint. You can choose to roll out with your quarterback or just chuck it away. Like I said, I don't love this formation this year, but every now and then I'll mix this play in. So let's just go with a press. Okay, with a press, he's got a nice move. I got a fade. I can try to click on and make a play with my big guy. If you have that deep out elite, that's a decent route with the deep out elite. Let's just say now they are shading over top. If the defense shades over top, you'll know it right away. There'll be no press on the right side. So since there's no press, boom, shake route, pass lead down and away, cash money. Now, unfortunately, last year, that shake route was unbumpable no matter what. This year, it is what it is. Yeah, it's not the same. So they nerfed this formation a little bit. I don't know if it was intentional or just an overall nerf to certain routes. But if you're looking for wheel routes to get open against man coverage, don't waste your time. Trust me, it does not work. If you have Hot Route Master, this formation gets a little bit sweeter as you can put these tight ends on corner routes, post routes, trail routes, whatever you want to do. But I don't run Hot Route Master personally, so that's not something I even mess with. But that's the play that I use from Full House every now and then, specifically against that aggressive man coverage look where they take the safeties away.